In the first group, I saw two of my very close female relatives, as well as a 12-year-old, also a relative of mine. I knew she was 12 because that was how old she was at the time of her death. In the second group I also saw some of my relatives, as well as a pastor whom I knew very well. Jakes, my boyfriend who had committed suicide because I gave my life to Christ, was also in the second group. I saw some of my neighbors in both groups as well. I recognized the people I knew before their deaths. They also recognized me. My relatives were very angry when they saw me and they started to shout obscenities at me. They were using the most vulgar language as they were cursing me. One of them said that I was not worthy of following the man who was with me. They were telling the things I used to do before I gave my life to Christ. They were not lying. The things of which they were accusing me were the truth. Jakes was saying that I belonged to him and I should go where he was because I had committed the same sins as he. At first the pastor seemed happy to see me and he said I did well by coming, but his attitude changed immediately when he saw who was accompanying me, and then he also joined in the cursing and the use of obscene language. The man with me told me to ignore them for they did not know what they were doing. I was petrified and extremely sad. My body was shaking and I could not stand. I was crying uncontrollably. The man turned to me, gave me a hug, and said,
"Peace be with you, Victoria."
My strength returned and I felt very secure in his embrace. Then he told me that we had to leave the place and go back. He looked at me and said,
"Victoria, I have shown you. Now you must choose in which of the groups you want to be. The choice is in your own hands. You must tell the people everything you have seen and experienced, but do not add or omit anything. I am Jesus Christ, your Savior. If you have any doubts, look at my hands."
When I looked at his hands, I saw scars where the nails pierced him.